Yo, what's up? My name is Solus, and today I'm gonna teach you a method that will save you so much time in learning everything and acquiring new skills. So basically, in traditional learning, you're taught to go to lectures, take notes, make like mind maps, and like use all these additional techniques to help you learn. And of course, if you do this, you will learn the material, but it will take you enormous amount of time, and it will be so based on your time investment, the ROI on learning will be so slow. And basically, right now and throughout human existence, the how much successful you are is based on how fast you can learn and how fast you can use that knowledge and adapt that information to specific goal, specific practical goal. So in this case, if our practical goal is to pass an exam and min max for the exam, and this way is so inefficient. Like all these steps are so useless. And since you need to pass the exam, you only need to retain like 80% of the information. You don't need to know all the details. Like think the people that you are up against. Like most of the people barely study for these exams. So you think the professor is really gonna include the details? Of course, some professors will, but like in general rule, that isn't the case. So this new way that basically I found the most practical in, for me at least, is to treat your mind like a LLM, like a large language model. So, uh, like how large language models learns is basically you iterate through the information, and throughout time, your mind will acquire these patterns in the knowledge, and you will just learn it. By letting go of the need to control the output for to understand every single detail, and being anxious about everything, just letting go and reading the slides, being in this deep focus state and letting your mind absorb the information like a sponge. So it's very simple. Just review the slides, just no notes, none of this useless stuff, none of this. Uh, and also, what's very important, being in a deep work state. So the advantages of this is like very fast. I would move this. I generated this by ChatGPT, as you can probably tell. But you won't get that deep understanding. But like in this world, you don't need a deep understanding. Like think about this: the computer you're using right now, you don't understand how it works. You don't understand how like the browser works. You're watching this video on. So the thing is, you don't need to understand everything. You need to understand just the base, to learn to pass the exam. Or for example, if you're building something, you just need to understand the basics, not the basics, but like the 80% of the knowledge. Don't need to understand any integral in like any intricate details. So this is so much more better ROI for your time in terms of learning. So you might ask, okay, like what? I just read all the slides. Is that it? No, there is like a even better way to enhance this method. So using like a building like a base knowledge, and how you do it is you, for example, I found this tool like called memo cards. So basically, I upload the slides and ask for it to generate like a summary or even a mind map, which I described. I don't use this. I think it's useless as well. But I just use the summary. So first you read all the summaries, and throughout reading the summaries, your mind starts building like this landscape of information that you will need to have like deeper details about later. So it builds a really good starting point to further proceed in your learning. So first you read all the like initial summaries, and then you go reading the slides. And when you read the slides, uh, ignore the slides. I already had a midterm for this. It's basic stuff, but basically, when you read the slides, just focus, just lock in, really focus, tune out everything, put some headphones, put some space ambient music on, and just lock in. So you will save so much time. And I think in the future, if you will need to learn something, and of course you will, because basically we learn throughout life. It's either you learn or you like, or it's either you grow or you stagnate. So the only thing to do is to grow. So that's my view of it. uh, Hopefully you found this interesting. If you have like your own method of learning, please leave it in the comments. I'm really interested in your opinion, and if you have any feedback, of course, leave it as well. So thanks for listening, and take care. Peace.